all my footage of me unpacking the art room might be lost forever. I went to start vlogging today and it said it could not use the memory card because it needs to be formatted, which is weird because the card's just been sitting in the camera and I've used it the last couple days. Suddenly it needs to be formatted, which is weird because I had a different card request to be formatted yesterday when I plugged it into my computer. So I don't know what's going on. That one luckily didn't have any video files on it, so I just formatted it and that's the card I'm using now. But the other card has so much footage. So I'm trying to use like a data recovery software. It's probably gonna charge me big bucks to recover the files. If they show up on there, I think I will just pay to get them. But the scan's gonna run for over an hour. So I guess we wait. But the plan for today is to paint or start priming, I guess, the metal shelves and legs of this whole workstation here. There's a lot going on because I was unpacking a few more things yesterday and I sent out some Chit Chats orders, just stuff like either someone got the wrong item or it arrived damaged. I had 5 things to send in total. So I did my very first Chit Chats run, but now I have to unplug all this and get it out of the way. If you're seeing this clip right now, this means I was not able to recover the files. So let's take a look at the room. I filled up my cart. I filmed myself even organizing all the paints, but whatever, I guess we don't have that anymore. I filled up a lot of my Alex drawers. They're mostly full now. Luckily, I had all this stuff stay in these containers when we moved, so that was very easy to do. Yeah. So pretty much all the drawers are filled except maybe this one, because I've just got my light boxes in there. And the computer setup's over here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like this or not. Sitting in front of the window makes my screens look very dark, and luckily I could turn up the brightness on my Cintiq, but I can't on the other monitor, and it just strains the eyes a bit. So I was looking at curtains yesterday and I ordered some stuff because I wanted curtains anyway, but I'm like, well, let's just get them now. Because then I could just close the curtains when I'm at the desk or something, I don't know. This is where a big table will eventually go. Right now it's just this little flexi spot desk because I don't have a table for here, but this will be like the area to do store prep, to do artwork, whatever. I can just sit in front of the window and it'll be great. I moved these here, one glass tower on either side. It looks great. I started putting some Polly Pockets in there and then I was like, I don't have enough. And I may have ordered more on eBay. I don't know. A lot of these are empty still. Stuff's not properly organized. I was just trying to get stuff out of boxes. And so everything's just thrown onto the shelves with no rhyme or reason. Some of it's stuff that's gonna go on the packing workbench, but just for now it's laid out here so that I could at least grab stuff to like resend a few orders. Yeah, and then there's going to be pegboards on the end caps. I haven't received those yet, but that's how that's looking. I haven't put any of the dolls in the display case yet. They are upstairs on the kitchen floor, just waiting to be put down here. All my art books are still in the boxes. I also organized the furnace room and we organized the garage a little bit, although there's not that much in there. It's just because some of the stuff that was in here needed to go out there. So that's that. Keyblades. Yes. I didn't know where to put those. And then this room is a disaster. I've got sketchbooks and notepads at the corner, and I put all my flat boxes in the back. Some of these I've been digging through because I needed to access stuff to fulfill some orders. Now let me turn on the closet light. These are just here for now, but this corner is all Christmas decorations. I thought that was a really good spot for those. Oh, fun little area for baby. So I did most of that the day before yesterday. And yesterday I was kind of like doing some editing, doing the orders, doing some business stuff behind the scenes. Like it was kind of a sitting at the computer day mostly. Although I did also go to Lowe's after Chit Chats. Anyway, that's kind of the recap of what we missed out on. I was even trying to get so many nice shots. I'm so mad. So my plan for today is to start painting the packing station. I'm wearing my painting clothes from the other day because they're the only painting clothes I have. The leggings with the huge crotch hole. I gotta get some of the stuff off of here and then start prepping the area. I was thinking of just laying down plastic, taping edges, and then also putting like cardboard on the wall or something so I can reach back to paint without being scared of hitting the wall. And I'm trying to decide if I should remove 2 of these shelves because they're so close together it might be a pain in the butt to paint. I do have a paint roller, but I would have to at least get in the corners with a brush Because I could technically do the brush areas first and then roller the rest. I mean, I can start top to bottom and try it out, and if it's annoying, then take the shelves off. No, you know what? I'm leaving it intact. It's gonna be a pain for the undersides, but also I can paint top and bottom while it's still wet because they are suspended. If I took it down, it'd have to be like one side, then flip it, then do the other side. Just use a scraper to scrape off some logo stickers. And I'm going to dust and start taping. Wait, I'm gonna grab some shoes because my feet are gonna get sore. With all my surfaces being empty, I have so many places to set up the camera. Don't want you to see the crotch hole. Okay, top is not being painted, but I'll dust it anyway. Hey! There's a wrench up here. It's only been a week, but it's getting dusty. Some of it's wood dust from screwing into the desktop. I thought I could tape some edges and then tarp the desktop and tape the tarp down, but just for the sake of precision and for tarp not being yanked, I'm gonna do some tape first. Getting this positioning exact is gonna be tricky. And if you're wondering why I don't just unscrew this whole thing from the desk, it will fall over. It's very front heavy and can't stand on its own. The corners are rounded, so I need one little extra piece in there. Don't judge me for the small tape pieces. They're easier to handle. Okay, the taping I think is done. I've taped around all the feet. I did do the underside, which maybe was excessive because I was, I don't have to paint this piece, but I decided I do want to. But even then, it wouldn't really matter if I got paint on the desk because it's the underside, but I taped it off anyway. I'm debating popping off the monitor arm, but I do want to get the bin rail mounted, so I'm going to do that right now. Do not slip off, do not slip off. Wait, first let me see if I like this height. Yeah, that's like perfect. Now I'm like, maybe I should have gotten the longer bins. This is a 24 pack or something ridiculous. I don't even think I can fit 24 on this rail, so getting another size, I would just have so many extra bins. Cool. Okay. Bin rail is on, monitor arm is off, and now I'm just gonna tape up the corner. Just final taping, give it a sweep. Probably should have swept it before I got onto the floor, because I'm filthy now. And here it is tarped up. Other than the floor, I'm trying to think, am I confident enough to do the floor without tarping? Maybe not, but I'll at least start up here, and then I can tarp when I get down to the bottom. Because I'm just scared the paint's gonna drip. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll just gotta get started. Yeah. I'm hoping there's no splatter onto the back wall because I do have little rollers. So I'll try my best to be calm with the rollers. Don't splatter the back walls. But I at least have this corner done because I'm gonna have to be reaching through here. I also taped along there, like covered that side. I don't know if I'll need that because I'm really just gonna be painting up until this edge, so that might not be necessary. I'm gonna take a break to eat some lunch and then get started on the priming. When you forgot to buy sour cream, so you're eating your pierogies with peri-peri mayo. Okay, windows are open. It's time to begin. I'm scared. I checked on my memory card recovery. The files were not there, but then I went and formatted the card like it wanted to, and now I'm running the scan again to see if it finds different stuff. It seems like it's finding some different stuff, but so far not the video files. Sad times. An entire moving vlog gone. And I was unpacking the art room too. Okay, I've been doing some tests on this spare piece of metal, and I think I have it figured out. I use the roller, then I wait a few minutes for it to get tacky, and then I run the brush across it, and that helps fill the gaps. And then I can do an extra coat after. So here was like a single coat of doing that, and here was the double coat. So it's a bit of a process because it is multi-coat, but I think it will work. Okay, it's day 2 of painting this workstation. I did not finish the priming yesterday, which was a little surprising, but I was struggling so hard at the beginning, and then I got faster as I kept going. I've been a little lazy with the sanding, but it's still worth it to do. Where's my little BB sander? I just have this. I don't have any kind of electrical sander, so I'm just like... But even being a little bit roughed up is better than not being roughed up at all, so whatever. The top is done, although I might look for areas that need a touch up. And then the bottom, some areas need another coat. Ooh, some of it's looking drippy. Ew, ew. Okay, anyway. And then I was working on down here and like up here. I was starting to wonder if doing this was even worth it. And then I still have this whole side. And then the back side here, which also got a little drippy. So like this edge needs to be done over here, and yeah. I'm curious to do another scratch test on this. Yeah, I can still scratch it off if I push really hard, which is funny because like just the base coat, it's like pretty scratch resistant. Like it's hard to scratch all the way down to the metal. It's very resilient. But then as soon as the green paint is on it, here's one coat, here's 2 coats, then it can scrape off. It takes some effort. It's still like in general good. Like here's me doing like a little scratching. I have to really gouge it to get it to go all the way down. But I think I will do a top coat just to play it safe. I don't have one yet. I'll have to go buy one at some point. Not today, but yeah, that's the progress update on that, I guess. In the deleted vlog, the corrupt vlog, I talked about little cable ties, Velcro cable ties for my computer setup. They arrived yesterday. And late yesterday, this also arrived. This is just one of them, but these are the pegboards I've been talking about. I did not realize the shelves were this long. In the pictures, it looked like shorter shelves, like half that depth, but that is what it looks like. The huge hooks, I don't know if I'll need those. But look how gorgeous. It's way better than their other pegboards. Although it is a limited edition item, and I couldn't order as many as I wanted because I was gonna cover all 3 end caps of these shelves, and I would need 4 per shelf because it has to turn sideways like this. It has to be sideways like that, and so yeah, I would need 4. But I could only buy 6, and it had to be 2 separate orders because you only do 3 per order. So I was thinking I could do 3 on this shelf, 3 on this shelf, none on that shelf, because that one's not that visible anyway. I could do something else with that end cap. I could either just put cute stuff on the edges of the shelves. I could do a curtain. I could do some plywood that I paint, because then I could like put hooks into it and hang stuff. Who knows? But I love the idea of having the pegboards and then have some sort of little console table at the base, sort of like this, but maybe wider, maybe something kind of antique-y. I love the semicircle little tables. Those look really cute on the ends. But these end caps could hold canvases for paintings I'm working on. It could hold just decorative stuff. It could hold finished paintings of mine that are just curing. The possibilities are endless, but it's just to, you know, spruce up the area, make it look cuter. Ugh, I'm tired already. I don't think I stirred the primer enough because it's going on way wider now, and it's being way easier. I struggled so hard up there. I think I just didn't stir it enough. I made this way harder for myself. Oh my God. Please learn from my mistakes, okay? This is like a single coat right here. Up there, it was like a multiple coat. I might go over some of these areas again, at least the high traffic areas, like the bin rail and like the fronts and corners, and yeah. I'm gonna go over some areas again. But I need to finish this first. I'm almost done, although I need to go back on the inside some more. I started going over this again and I was like, oh my God, look at the difference. Ugh, yikes. I could have been done this yesterday. Oh yeah, much better. I Took a break to eat some cereal because I realized I hadn't eaten today. And I wanted this to dry. I don't know if we're at a full hour yet for some of the upper areas, but it's definitely safe for me to paint the bottom. The primer says it's ready to top coat in only 1 hour, so I should be good to start painting. I do not have a full can of this because I had to dig into it to paint the green shelves over there, because this ran out, although there's a teeny bit left, but you can't really pour it out. You need to just use a brush. So for areas I'm gonna use a brush, I'll just steal from here, and then I'll use up this. Oh God, oh God. There's quite a bit left in there. I did use almost the entire container of primer, which was this size, so I might have to buy some more. We'll see. The primer's a little patchy in some areas, but that's okay. Update. I've got 2 coats of green. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a 3rd coat or what, or even just on certain areas, like the outer edges of these legs maybe they'd be more prone to being bumped. I'm not sure. Now that it's drying, it's looking pretty good. Oh, but I see a patchiness right here. I think I want to do a 3rd coat on the shelf as well. The inner edges of the legs are so annoying because I mostly have to use the brush, although I've just been like forcing the roller in there because the roller gets so much better coverage. The brush just leaves it a little too streaky. Like I can still see streaks back there, but it's so annoying. So I'm like, what if I just do the most visible surfaces with a 3rd coat and leave the rest? Just do the easy stuff. Oh, but like, look at in here. I could use more in there. Oh God. This is a very noticeable section right here. So like I want these legs to look really good. Although I did have a drip here. But overall, I'm loving it. Like, holy crap. I just love this color so much. It looks so good. I haven't touched the upper half at all yet, which I really need to do. The shelves are so easy to do. It's just like all the little edges and stuff gets a little annoying. I think I will do coat number 3 on the bottom though first, just to say I'm done with it, and then start tackling that. I had to grab a new camera battery, and look who followed me down. They don't hang out with me down here, not yet anyways. Although you probably like it upstairs with the carpet, huh? Okay. Just got back from Home Depot. I went out in public, all disgusting. At least I scrubbed my hands because they were also really covered in paint. So I scraped a bunch off beforehand, but I'm still covered. But whatever, it's Home Depot. Like, I look like I belong there when I'm covered in paint. So I got more of this. Probably don't need that much more, but whatever. At least I'll have extra for touch-ups and stuff. And then I picked up this for a top coat. I was doing a lot of research beforehand, and this is mainly for wood. It even says wood finish, but it's also okay to use over paint, and this is just what I found based on my research. Okay, I don't know if it's the right stuff. I'll do a test on my test bar, but that's what I got. Okay. Most of this side has 2 coats. Some of it's not very good. I was running out of paint at the end. Yeah, I think I did all of that. And so this side needs the 2nd coat, and then it all needs a 3rd coat, and I'm determined to do that tonight because then it can fully dry overnight so that I can do this tomorrow. I forgot to get another clip of me painting, but that's okay. The green shelves are done as far as I know. I'll get one last look in the morning when there's daylight in here. It's getting a little dark, but it's probably good enough. Yumminess. It'll be ready for the top coat. Yeah, that's okay. That's dry. I just cleaned up the brushes. This I'll let harden in the palette because it'll peel right out. Yeah, okay. All right, it's 9:15, so I'm out of here. And it's the next morning. I did some editing this morning while my painting clothes were in the wash. And it's the final day of painting this thing. I'm gonna do a test with the varnish stuff. I've got this here, so I can do a little test, see what it's like. I also would like to do a little bit more with my computer setup and get it set up enough to do a live stream tomorrow. But first, this. Is it white? It does say clear. It probably dries clear. I'll give it a stir just in case. Doesn't really feel different. I also kind of gently shook it. I'll be using an actual roller with this, but just use this as the test. Maybe I should be testing with the roller. I just don't know how quickly it dries. Ooh, it's getting bubbly with the roller. I just feel like it's gonna be so streaky if I don't use a roller. I mean, I'm also using I just put a dry roller on there. It might be different if the roller is actually saturated. So saturating the roller makes it even more bubbly. Maybe you're not supposed to use foam rollers. I mean, I could try the ones I was using yesterday. I feel like that'd be the same. It's saturated in the juices. Okay, that is way less bubbly actually. Okay, this one's a bit annoying because this thick area here hits the shelves when I'm trying to get between the shelves. So this one might actually be nicer for today. I'll just take the foam head off and do a little swap. Does it fit? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, some spots have 2 coats, others just have 1. I think I can peel the tape. You're apparently supposed to peel tape while paint is still wet, but I don't understand how that works when you have multiple coats, because the coats underneath are gonna dry. Oh, no, that peeled it up. See? That's why people say peel it when it's wet. Might have to do a few touch-ups with a small brush, but okay. So to prevent any lifting, I'm just taking a knife and running it along where the tape and paint overlap. And that way it doesn't lift the paint when I lift the tape. So yeah, there's the finished packing station, at least finished paint job. It's crazy how different the wood color looks from this side, but when you're standing on the other side, the color difference is not nearly as noticeable, maybe just because the sheen of the lighting. They're still clearly different, but looks a lot better from this side, in my opinion. What a project, what a project. But man, does that look good. The wood with the green, ugh. I do have pieces of plastic to plug these outlet holes, so I could always paint those. I don't know if they'll fit in with this paint plus the paint on them. They might not go back in. I had them in, but I took them out to paint, so they're not in currently. But they're a dark gray, so I would maybe want to paint them before putting them back in. But I'm not doing that anytime soon. Now I need to make a thumbnail for the video I finished editing this morning and then set up for tomorrow's live stream. So I'm ending this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.